Hello and welcome to another episode of Beer Man's Noble Beer Reviews. Today I have another beer from Dancing Gnome Brewing Company out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. This beer is called Okta. I think you can probably tell just by the design on the bottom of the can here that it's an Oktoberfest. It's the first time that they've done that they've done Oktoberfest style, so I was interested to try a new style from them, and I generally like Oktoberfest a lot. I used to hate them when I was younger, but now I appreciate more simple stuff, and I try to find the good ones if I can. But this is so yeah, it's an Oktoberfest. It's 5.2 ABV. So let's crack it open and see what we got. So as you can see, it pours a really nice, I would say, darker amber color, almost like a burnt orange, darker amber color, with a pretty small beige head. It is a little cloudy, which I'm really not surprised from these guys. Obviously, traditional Oktoberfest are, pretty much translucent, but it is, it's definitely way more filtered than most of the stuff that they make. I mean, you can see my finger on the back of it. It's just a little cloudy. So, it's, the thing that I'm picking up the most is, it's very nutty, like very, very nutty. It doesn't have as much as, like the toasted bread character that I kind of like in Oktoberfest. It's kind of even a little darker than that. It's almost like caramely and nutty. Yeah, that's mainly what I'm getting for. I'm really not getting any. I wish there was like a little bit of like balancing noble hops too, but I'm not really getting that. So the flavor is pretty similar to what I was getting in the aroma. Again, it is really nutty, and then there's a little bit of like caramel malt, and there's also some kind of odd like dark fruity character, not like blueberry, blackberry, but like prunes almost. But it's I would say the one thing that detracts from it the most for me is it's a little sweet too. And I know Oktoberfest are going to be a little sweeter than like Pilsners, obviously, but this is still a little sweet even for this style for me. But there's no like inherent flaws, at least from my opinion. The things that I don't particularly like about it as much could just be ways that they chose to make the beer. They want it to be, on this end of an Oktoberfest. Not necessarily my thing. I kind of just like, I like it to lean a little more towards like a traditional German, like lighter, slightly more hoppy beer. Like more towards the Pilsner, and obviously it's not going to be like a Pilsner, but I wish it was a little less like nutty and malty, a little just lighter all around. But there's nothing like wrong with it where I think there's anything I taste in it where I'm like, oh, there's something wrong with it, like a brewing flaw. It's just maybe that's the type of Oktoberfest they like. So, I would say on my scale of buy, drink, dump, this one's going to be a drink. I probably would not buy this again. I think it was. I mean, it was definitely cheaper than their IPAs. I mean, I don't expect it to be because, grain is a lot cheaper than hops right now, or almost always is. So, I'm sure this is cheaper than the crazy, you know, double IPAs and stuff they make. But even for that, there's some other Oktoberfest that I'd probably rather drink, you know, even just like Sierra Nevadas, and that's cheaper and easier to get. So there's really no reason for me to buy this again, but I'll have no problem drinking through the rest that I have. It's not a bad beer at all. So I think that's all I got on this one. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think, and I look forward to doing the next one. Thanks.